What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Steve again with Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with a live hangout, switching things up and experimenting with this live hangout, and it's a lot of fun. I like the fact that I can kind of show you what's going on right then and there and be able to interact with you. So definitely looking forward to another live hangout with you. If you can, please leave a comment and let me know that you can hear me okay. I'd really hate to go throughout this whole broadcast without you being able to hear me well. So I'm going to be checking the comments right now. Let me know if it looks okay, if it sounds all right. And let me know how your day's been going so far today. Today's been a pretty good day for me. Went to the Salvation Army this morning for the half-off deal over in Connecticut. It's 50% off on Wednesdays. And found a whole bunch of stuff. So the majority of the items that I'm going to be showing you are going to be from the Salvation Army today, and found some pretty good finds at some decent prices. So let me check the comments, see how it sounds. Looks like we got a few people watching right now. No comments yet. So yeah, if you're just coming in, let me know if you could hear the broadcast okay. Let me know if it looks all right. Just want to make sure everything is running smooth and that the content could be delivered to you in a good fashion. So bear with me for one moment. All right, I'm just going to assume that everything's okay. I haven't seen any comments yet, but if there's anything wrong with the audio or the quality of the picture, just let me know. But yeah, things are going well. Been working really hard on the new product, Blazing Profits, which is pretty much a program. It started off as just a ebook, and then I've added to it. I've got templates. I've got 13 exclusive videos so far. I've got a whole bunch of other content, but I'm pretty much bundling the whole thing together. The book is I think it's up to about 270 pages, and just a whole bunch of really good information for you. Because I tell you right now, if you're selling clothing, one of the keys that you want to focus on is margin. You want to make sure that you're selling items at a high enough price point to the point where your margins are, satisfactory, that you're bringing in enough money, because, we have to pay fees. There's the obvious cost of goods. There's PayPal fees, eBay fees. There's returns you got to factor in. There's paying for the package material, all that type of stuff. So you definitely want to make sure your margins are high enough. And the one type of item or types of items that really bring in constant higher margins that are really high on a consistent basis are blazers, sport coats, and suits. And I've been having some pretty good success with these types of items. I don't focus on them 100% because I do mess with pants and jeans and button fronts, short sleeves, long sleeves, sweaters. The list goes on, but it's definitely a good thing to have in your arsenal, and it can definitely help to raise your bottom line and bring in more profit. So the program's going well. I'm trying to set up a few interviews with some expert sellers of clothing just to add some more value to the overall program, because I don't think there's anything better than being able to learn from people who have gone through the whole process before, people that have succeeded, people that are making money selling clothes. So I'm really trying to line up some really good interviews, especially for the new folks. But even if you're intermediate or advanced, it's always good to see how other people are doing it and just to hear other people's stories. I find that so beneficial. Like when I first got started, man, the people on YouTube, the Bonafide Hustler, there was the Redneck Picker, there was Terminal 99. I know he's still putting out videos. Autumn's Upsale Resale. I always slaughter her name. Trying to think who else. But there was a lot of people out there that influenced me, and it was just so beneficial to be able to hear their story, see them succeeding and just modeling their success. So all in all, I mean, things are going well. But yeah, let's jump into this haul video. I got a bunch of clothes. I've got some games. I've got some shoes, some other odds and ends. But yeah, let's get rolling. First item that I picked up, I actually picked this up at a Savers the other day, is one of my favorite brands, Territory Ahead. And the reason why I picked this up was because it was 2 extra large. The big and tall stuff sells well. Paid $4.99. Didn't have any half-offs on this item, but like I said, the big stuff sells well. Definitely a decent brand. When it comes to this brand, try to focus on the the crazier types of items with the more vibrant colors or the interesting patterns, they seem to do the best. But 2 extra large, I mean, can't go wrong with that. Probably shoot for about 30. Before I keep going in this haul video, let me see if anyone's in the comments. Shout out some people real quick. Yeah, and also, if you enjoy these haul videos and you want me to keep making more of them, like maybe when I come back from the stores and everything's fresh, hit the like button. Let me know that you like these videos, because there's really no way for me to know unless you leave a comment or you hit the like button. So definitely do either or. Let me know if you enjoy these videos. All right, the truth only for you. Yes, I can hear you. What is going on? Tommy Heights, we can hear you. What is happening? We got April in the house. Said everything looks good. Sounds good. Jacob Lamore, what is happening? Drowsel690. Raken, I've learned so much from you, man. I love your videos and your educational information. You have inspired me, and you truly inspired me to dedicate my time to reselling. Thank you for the life-changing motivation and wisdom. Thanks so much for those words. I appreciate it. We got Catherine in the house. And Vic, what is happening? Michelle Anderson, how are you? All right, so we got some people in the house watching the video. And again, if you like the video, hit that like button. Let me know that you enjoy these things, because I can make a lot more of them. And I mean, I love this whole reselling thing, picking, interacting with you folks, because, you know, I don't have a whole bunch of people around me, you know, to talk to about this type of stuff. My mom does sell on Amazon, so me and her are always chit-chatting about, you know, books and whatnot. But like I said, I love talking to you folks about this type of stuff and sharing what I'm finding just to help you make more money. So definitely let me know. Next item is a brand. First time I ever found this brand in a button front dress shirt. I have found this brand in terms of sport coats. The brand is Dunhill. I don't know if you can see that. I'm on my laptop right now. The webcam is not the best quality. But this was $6.99, half off today. Anything with these tags, that means it came from the Salvation Army today. Paid $6.99, and so that's $3.50 half off. There is a little bit of, I don't know if it's fraying, but something going on with the collar. So that's going to definitely bring the value down a little bit, but I think I can get 20 or 30. We'll see. Next item that's sold, I actually picked this up at a Goodwill about, I think, a week ago, and I'm just getting to it to be processing it. But the brand is Cutter and Buck. Reason why I picked it up was, first of all, the color is beautiful. Just a nice polo shirt. I like the collar. It's got the black and the red, the yellow tab sticking out, and they had the half off for yellow at the Goodwill. So this was only $2. Shoot for about 20. We'll see, maybe a little more. Check the comments real quick, see what people are saying. Yeah, and if you got any tips for me to improve this live hangout, I mean, I'm not the best with these live hangouts like the Bonafide Hustler or even Mike with Global Voodoo. I mean, those guys really kick butt with the live hangouts. I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to try to make this entertaining at least and add some good content. But if there's any tips to improve it, let me know. Bonafide Hustler in the house. Got to head to the gym. You even lift, bro? Who else we got in the house? Nietzsche McGuire, what is happening? JL Men's Store, what is going on, dude? How are you? Nobody else new in the house. All right, let's get moving with this haul video. We got a button front Theory shirt, and I already ripped the tag off of this, but I think it was like $5 or $6 half off. So that came to about $3. The tag's a little messed up. You can't really see it. It's all twisted, but let's see if I can straighten that out for you. The brand is Theory. Definitely a good brand to pick up button front shirts or even blazers or sport coats. One of those brands that is very expensive in the store. And if you find it, there's definitely some secondhand resale value. Just a nice item. Striped, spread collar. Can't go wrong. Shoot for about 30 on that puppy. Let's mix things up and show you a few video games that I found at some yard sales last weekend. First video game I found, and these games were initially, he was asking $12 each. I have one more game, but I gave it to my mother as a Mother's Day gift. But he was asking $12 each for each game, and I ended up negotiating a deal for 3 of them. I got them for $15. I just lowballed them. Just figured, you know what, it's worth a shot because I wasn't really willing to pay any more. But the first game I gave to my mother for Mother's Day, and she doesn't play the game. She sells it on Amazon, so if anybody's wondering. But I gave her that game. That goes for, I don't remember. I think it was going like 30 or 40 FBA, but I could be wrong. Next was Super Mario Galaxy, $5. Not sure what that's going for. I think it's going for like 30. I don't know. Mario games, just, it's one of those things you just pick them up. And the next one was Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. Again, this is Wii. Not sure what it's going for, but I know it's going for a lot more than $5. Here's a hat that I picked up at it's a thrift store I don't visit much. It's called, what's it called? I think it's called Penny Saver. It's not Savers. It's not the big corporate thrift store. This is a different one. It's a thrift store that's run by the hospital, or all the money they make goes to the actual hospital, the local hospital in my area. So it's a nice place. Picked up this hat. Really interesting. It says Stephen King, 1994. Definitely really cool. It is used. It's not brand new with tags, 100% cotton, but I looked it up on the completed listings. It looks like one was selling for like $50. Doesn't mean you're going to get the price. If there's only one person selling an item and there's no completed, there's nothing sold or completed in the eBay history, it doesn't mean you're going to get that, but it's definitely a good place to start. We'll see. It was only a few bucks. Here is a purse that I picked up at a church sale last weekend. The brand is, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right, Sharif, S-H-A-R-I-F. The ladies might know that brand, but I'm definitely going to post this in a Facebook group, probably the Green Room and a few other Facebook groups, just to make sure it's real, because I'm a guy. I don't know anything about purses, and the last thing I want to do is, sell a purse to somebody and it's fake or it's not real, because I have got burned in the past with like Coach bags that were fake, and I picked up some really high-end brand probably about a month ago at Goodwill. I paid like $20, and I posted it in a Facebook group, and they're like, all the ladies were like, "What are you doing? There's no way that's real." And I was like, "I don't know. I was just taking a shot in the dark." But Sheriff, if that's how you pronounce it, as you can see, I only paid $2, and the completed listings were looking, I think they were looking at like 40 or 50. So when you're at a yard sale, some things are so cheap, it's just worth it, to give it a shot and just to see what happens. You never really know. I mean, for a few bucks, you could get lucky, turn it into 30 or 40 bucks. Let me know in the comments, how'd you guys do with the yard sales and the tag sales? Did you guys find anything good? Did you guys score any crazy deals? I don't think I scored anything super amazing at the yard sales. I did buy and I shared this in the Green Room last night, a pressure cooker the brand was National. It was only a few bucks, but those things looking like they're going over 100, the specific one I have. And Vic in the house, have your book has really helped rake in the profits. Question, the territory ahead, the label you have in the book looks like I have, but others have different labels. How do I know that the others are authentic, and what qualifies as vintage? Well, vintage, I think vintage, I'm not sure, but it's a certain amount of years. Isn't it like it's got to be at least 15 years old to be considered vintage? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, but it's definitely more than 10 years to be vintage. That's a word that a lot of people just throw around. Vintage this, vintage that. It's one of those things where, like, where I'm messing with certain items, I can just tell it's vintage, but vintage is actually, it corresponds with a certain amount of years. A certain amount of years old. I'm not sure what the exact number is. And the territory head, the label in the book looks like, okay, yeah, so depending on the item that you have, like, certain items will have, like, different labels. So territory head, that's one of those brands where I don't think you're really going to see it faked much, to be honest. Like, it's not like Lacoste and Ralph Lauren Polo or Burberry. Those things are getting faked all the time. But territory head, I've never seen it faked. If you're worried about it being real, the best thing to do is either you can Google it, get to the main website, the Territory Head website, and see what the tags look like and compare it, or go into a Facebook group and post a picture of it, and people will let you know real quick. So that's pretty much what I do. I'm not like an expert when it comes to authenticating items. So you really got to do your best judgment. Looks like we got 29 people watching right now. That's cool. It's about 5 o'clock. People are still probably coming home from work. Mike M in the house, what is happening? DJ Castelli, how are ya? Just reading a comment. Yeah, people love the hauls, Mike M. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, when you're making YouTube videos, especially if you make a lot of them, Mike, it's tough to be coming up with new content all the time. Definitely takes creativity, and it takes a lot of time, depending on, especially if you're like the bona fide hustler or the college picker. I mean, they put a lot of effort into the editing, and it really takes a lot of time to make videos. So, I mean, we all love making the videos, but again, it takes a lot of time, and sometimes it's tough to, just to come up with new content. But I really love the haul videos as well. I love seeing what people are showing, what people are selling it for. So that's why I constantly do these videos. I really love it. All right, let's get into another item I found. So this next item that I found, holy moly, this could have been Jackpot City all day long, but unfortunately I found a flaw in it. I'm trying to hide the tag from you. Let's see. You see the rip right here? All right, I'm going to test you guys. I'm not going to show you the brand right now. But this is an Italian brand, and this item, if it didn't have that rip, it probably would have sold for over 100, maybe 150 bucks, and it's not even in the best of condition. The brand, I'll give you the initials. The brand is 2 words, kind of like Ralph Lauren. Well, this brand is 2 words as well. The first name of the brand is L, and the second name is P. LP. Can you think of what name this brand is? I'm going to come back to this in a few minutes. Let me know in the comments. LP. Do you know? High-end brand, Italian. You see these sometimes in blazers and sport coats? Let me know. We'll be back in a second. All right, let's get into some crazy items right now. I'm going to get into some suits, some blazers, some sport coats. These were the meat and potatoes. These were the things that I really found. And again, I tell you right now, I love selling blazers, sport coats, and suits. That's why I'm writing that's why I'm putting together this whole program, because I'm telling you right now, the margins are spectacular. One thing to realize is they are a little bit of a slow sell at times. They're not going to sell as quick as maybe other items, but the thing is, you invest, like with these items, I invested anywhere between, I don't know, $3 and maybe $11 each. These things could bring in 50 to 150, 200 bucks all day long, so the margins are there, so it doesn't bother me. If you've got the right business model put together, it could really work out for you if an item sells once a month, or it takes a few months to sell, or even if it takes 6 months for a suit to sell. I mean, is it worth your time to pay 10 bucks for a suit that sells for $249.99 6 months later? That's worth my time. So, like I said, these items sell, but there is a lot more work into prepping them and getting ready and understanding business models and pictures and creating listings and measurements and shipping. It's a little more sophisticated. It's not rocket science, but it definitely takes a little more work. And again, that's why I'm putting together the program, because I really want you guys to step up your clothing game. I don't want you guys selling little clothing items that make you 10 or 12 or even 15 bucks, because that's little kitty cat money. You want that big dog money. So let's get into this. First item. This was $18.99, half off, so I ended up getting it for about, I don't know, 10 bucks with tax. This is a Hugo Boss suit. All right, let me show you the tag. This was Black Label. Really nice color to it, nice design, 2-button style, no vent, fully lined, made in the USA. Hello, USA. That is what I'm talking about. You want that USA stuff. Again, 10 bucks. Who knows? This thing could go anywhere between 50 and 200 bucks. Got to do some more research on that. All right, let me check the comments real quick. I want to see if anybody guessed that brand I was talking about. Remember this thing? Let's see if anybody guessed it. The initials were LP. I don't know if anyone's going to guess this, because this is kind of a rare item. I've never seen anybody talk about it. Well, actually, I did the other day, but that's a rare, rare find. See if anybody knows. Nothing yet. Oh, Tommy Heights got it. See if anybody else. Yep, Druggist 1982 got it. Wow, you guys are good. Let's see if anybody else got it. What up, Allison? How are you? Yeah, so it looks like 2 people got it. There could be more comments, but the YouTube comments is kind of weird. The brand was Loro Piana. Get back to this page. See if you can see that tag. This is a tag. This is a tag that you want to be looking out for. You might not be able to see it, but look up Loro Piana after. My boy Ronnie with Hearts Motor Company, he just picked one up the other day. It was I think it was a cashmere blazer, and what did he sell that for? Like $500. He paid like 20. So this thing's awesome. Too bad it has the rip in it. I might get it fixed, stitched up a little bit, because I mean these things are bringing in some serious cash, but only paid like $2.50 for it. So we'll see what happens. Nice job guessing, guys. I didn't think you were gonna know that. All right, right here is a three-piece suit. And if you're not sure what a three-piece suit is, pretty much it's the suit jacket, it's the vest, comes with a vest inside, and it comes with the actual trousers. So three pieces. Three-piece suits do really well. It's actually a bonus chapter in a bonus video in the Blazing Profits program, because I'll tell you right now, if you know what you're doing with three-piece suits, you're going to make some serious cash. These things bring in some big bucks. Look them up in the sold listings. But the brand was Adams Row. Not really the best brand, but three-piece suit, only in that for, I think I was in it for like $9. Shoot for maybe $100 on that. We'll see what happens. Next suit that I picked up today at the Salvation Army, I think I paid $9 for this as well, is an Ermini Gildo Zegna, a beautiful Italian brand. Nice suit, nice design to it. Two-button style, no vent, fully lined. Just a really nice, classy item right here. Again, in that for like $9, $9 or $10. I'm gonna shoot for maybe, I don't know, 100, 150. See what happens. All right, this is actually a nice blazer that I lent my brother when he went out to go meet his girlfriend out in Maryland. And he was trying to dress up, and he's like, I need a suit. I don't want to go spend the money. I said, bro, come into my room. I got a whole bunch of stuff. And I ended up hooking him up with this thing. It was a, what was it? It was an Ermini Gildo Zegna made by Bernini, which is another amazing brand. Blazer, really nice item, three-button style, super 120s wool, really soft, no vent, functional sleeves, fully lined, just an awesome item. But yeah, I'm gonna probably shoot for maybe $100 on that. And again, when it comes to these items, I like to shoot high and see what happens. If it doesn't sell, you bring the price down. We'll check the comments out real quick, see how everyone is doing in the comments. Nietzsche McGuire, I scored a Toomey overnight bag for $2 and sold the next day for $129. Wow. Donnie Cole picked up 2 Patagonia shirts, new with tags, and one without, and one at the Salvation Army Wednesday. Bought all 3 for $12 and change. Sold 2 for $70 a few days ago. Wow. Oh my God. Patagonia, it's one of those brands that it's just like gold. It's like one of the best brands out there. It always sells for a good profit, quick. And it's a brand that people are wearing. People love that brand. The young, the old. Patagonia, it's up there with North Face. Chris Morgan, how's it going? About 10 to 15 on a Galaxy. Allison said, love the live hangouts and all your videos. You took a best offer on a Ralph Lauren blazer for $45. Paid around $5. That's what I'm talking about right there. Can't beat that. Yeah, Tommy Height said vintage equals 20 years plus. So that's what I was thinking, somewhere around there. So if you're trying to figure out if an item's vintage or not, try to figure out when it was created. If it was older, if it was made 20 years or more or longer ago, then I guess it's considered vintage. JL Men's Store, how do you measure your suits? That's a pain in the ass that I've avoided. A suit could be a 46R and measures 3 inches smaller at the chest. Is that typically normal? How to define if a suit is regular, long, etc. Yeah, just message me. Message me and I'll give you that answer. It's kind of a long-winded answer, but when I measure suits, I usually include the pit to pit, the length, the sleeves, the waist, and the shoulders. And when it comes to the figuring out the size in terms of the letter size, it goes based on the length and the height of the person. So just shoot me a message. I'll give you those numbers. But all right, let's get back into the whole video. Here's a really nice sport coat, 2-button style, no vent, functional sleeves. Looks like it's fully lined. Ermini Gildo Zegna soft style. Really nice navy blue color. In that for $7, half off, $3.50. Oh my God, can't beat that. Shoot for maybe 50 to 75. All right, we got a few of the same brands coming up. The first item of two is a Paul Stewart, really nice wool sport coat. Looks like this has a dual vent, which is really nice. Fully lined, functional sleeves, 2-button style sport coat, 3 buttons, three pockets. Just an awesome item. $3.50 on that puppy. And I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 bucks, we'll see. The next one is a lot nicer. Just a beautiful Paul Stewart. Again, this is a cashmere blend. Has the dual vent, fully lined. Great design to it. And this this was purchased for $7, half off, $3.50. Probably shoot for maybe 75 to 100. We'll see. Next item is a beautiful, beautiful suit. The brand is Lanvin. See if I can show you the tag. I don't know if you can see that. Really nice item right here. Paris, New York, Lanvin. This was $12.99. Probably shoot for, I don't know, maybe $124.99. And again, you guys, these things take time to sell. It's not like I'm throwing these numbers out to you. It could differ all the way up to 50%. I say $120. I might end up taking a best offer on it for $40 6 months down the road if it doesn't sell. But again, with blazers, sport coats, and suits, the margins are so high. You could spend $100 on 10 of those items, and you could only sell 2 of them. But if you sell those 2 for $129 or $149.99 each, who cares what happens to the other 8? You already made your profit, and the odds are those are going to trickle sell down the road. So when the profit margins are so high, you don't have to necessarily sell everything instantly. So that's kind of the beauty with these types of items. Next item is a Hart Schaffner and Marks by Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, Regal Shop. This is partially lined, 2-button style, gold buttons, which is really nice. Single vent, functional sleeves, just an awesome item right there. Sold one of these the other day for like $50. These things sell really well. Really nice design inside. And I don't know, might shoot a little more for this. It's really nice, maybe about 50 to 75. And let's switch things up a little bit. Let me show you a few ties that I found. This tie is called Missoni. Sorry, the camera's really poor. Missoni. I've sold a few of these in shirts. I don't know how it's going to do with the ties. Didn't even look up the completeds, but it was a nice design. $1.99. Maybe shoot for 20 or 30. We'll see what happens. Let's see. What else do we got here? All right, the next tie that I found today, I only found 2 ties. I didn't really look that much. I was actually scanning the sold listings, and I saw one of these that sold last night for like $30. The brand is XMI Platinum. So it was a nice color, nice little design to it. So I figured I'd give it a shot just to see how it does. But I'm only in it for $1.99. I'll shoot for $30, see if I can get that. But you never really know. Ties is one of those things that I'm looking to get more into, just because they're so cheap. They're so easy to take pictures of. They're so easy to create the listing. They're so easy to store. They're so easy to ship. So that's definitely one of those things that I'm looking to learn more about. I sold a Robert Talbot tie the other day, made by Rochester, I believe, for $30. Only paid like $3, so that was pretty cool. Do you guys ever sell any ties? Have you ever sold a tie for a really good profit? If you have, definitely leave a comment below. Could use all the tips when it comes to ties for sure. Looks like we got 41 people in the room. That's awesome. Let's see if there's any more questions. I'm losing my voice already. I'm not used to talking this long. Just checking the comments right now to see what's happening. Spelled funky, I had to say it. Hey, if you're looking for me to pronounce your name correctly, you're looking at the wrong person. You guys know me when it comes to these haul videos and just pronouncing things in general. I slaughter names left and right. No disrespect at all. I'm just a little slow in that area. But My apologies, Nikki. All right, let's get into another item that sold. Just trying to click out of this box. All right, here's a really nice gold button double-breasted blazer. Really nice navy blue color. Botany 500. Only paid $7.99 half off the Salvation Army today, so $4. There wasn't much on the completed listings with this actual like exact style with the gold buttons, but just a really nice item. I don't see why I couldn't get at least $40 for it. DJ Castelli, $15 camera selling for $75 now. Canon AE1 film camera, sweet. Alex A, what's happening, man? Alex says, what's up, Steve? Watching live from Las Vegas. Whoo! Man, I wish I was in Las Vegas right now. What are you doing over there? I remember you said that you were moving. Is that where you moved to Las Vegas? Man, that is crazy. That is awesome. JL Men's Store, what's your strategy for buying books? Well, pretty much my strategy is to scan the books with the Profit Bandit. Let me see if I can show you that app. So this is it. This is something I scanned today. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you're definitely not going to be able to see that. But Profit Bandit, it's a app that I use on my Note 3 Android device, my cell phone, and pretty much you just scan a barcode and it'll tell you what it's selling for by merchants, by FBA. But to be a little more specific, a little more advanced, I look for the weird stuff, the niche stuff, the specialty stuff, anything that's odd. Like recently I sold a book on what was it? It had to do with horses. It was like a veterinarian school, horses or something like that. That thing sold quick within like a day or two for like $40. I've sold you know, stuff, medical stuff, college books, drawing books, anything really niche seems to do really well when it comes to books. But it's getting a little crazy on Amazon FBA with the books. There's so many people coming in FBA now, and they're just slaughtering the price. Like, people don't understand the value of FBA, like why people pay more for it. There's FBA people charging less than merchants nowadays. Like, I remember a few months ago when I used to scan, like I don't scan a lot of books. I don't do it a whole lot. I do it, but not like on a crazy scale. But I remember a few months ago, like you'd scan like a VHS or a book, and there'd be like only maybe 1 or 2 FBA, and you know they'd be pricing it pretty high and competitively because they understand the value of FBA. But now I was scanning a few things today, and man, people, they're pricing things at $3.99 and $4.99. Like, I don't know how you're making a profit at $5 sitting in an FBA. Must be these big companies willing to just make 10 cents profit, but I don't know. I don't know how the future of Amazon FBA is just with like scanning books and VHS, like super easy things like that. It seems like a lot more people are getting into it, so you're definitely going to have to get more advanced and learn about bundling items, get more into the retail arbitrage, learn about just different techniques for creating value, because it's just too easy to scan a book and a CD or a VHS. Seems like everyone's doing it, and not to call people idiots, but it seems like the idiots are coming into FBA and just, you know how it is. Some people, they price things so ridiculously low. They're not an idiot, but they're just not educated. So, yeah, you definitely got to work on the FBA. Definitely find the right items. Let's see what people got to say about that. Looking in the comments real quick. Hey, again, if you guys are just coming in, definitely hit the like button. It'll let me know that you like these videos, and I'll definitely keep making them. I enjoy making these videos. It's a lot of fun. I love sharing, you know, stuff that I found to help you to make more money. I love the interaction, answering questions, learning from you folks. So definitely hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know if you enjoy this type of video. Louis the Seller in the house. What is happening? Do you send out all of your clothes to the cleaners or only when needed? Thanks for sharing, bro. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. A lot of the items that I find are in pretty good condition. I only wash my items or bring them to the cleaners if they need to, but it's really expensive, especially if you're bringing in like linen items or cashmere or wool items to the cleaners. I mean, 10 to 15 bucks to do a blazer or a sport coat or a suit, probably more. So I try to avoid it as much as possible. But then again, at the end of the day, I try to put myself in the buyer's shoes. If I was to receive an item and I'd be upset because of the smell, because of the cleanliness, or just for any other reason, then I'm definitely going to wash it. So if I feel like I'd be offended receiving it, then I definitely would wash it. But a lot of the stuff I get is pretty clean. And just keep in mind too that you know, the thrift stores, they don't clean all their stuff. They're selling it, you know, not washed and dry cleaned, because it takes a lot of time to do it, especially if you're selling in volume, and it would cost a lot of money. So if you want to do it, you know, feel free to do it. I'm losing my voice, I apologize, but it's really up to you. Let's see what's going on. Donnie Cole, I got a nice Vineyard Vines tie from my local weigh and pay. Paid maybe 50 cents for it. Accepted an offer of 23. Vineyard Vines, man, I love that brand. That brand is awesome. Jacob Lamore, sorry, I know I'm not pronouncing the name right. Could you talk about how you set and adjust the price until it sells for the next time? Well, the key to pricing at first is to definitely look through the sold and completed listings and try to price it based on your business model. Are you trying to sell it quick for a minimal profit, or are you trying to wait a while to get top dollar? So once you figure out your business model, it's just a matter of just determining what you're willing to take for it. And if it's not selling, slowly lower in increments. And if you're buying the right stuff, if you're educating yourself, if you're doing your due diligence, it'll definitely sell. It's just a matter of when. And when it comes to clothing, you definitely have to take your time. I mean, things aren't selling like Mario games on Amazon when it comes to clothes. I mean, they sell, but they're not. Don't expect to sell things like, I see people, they'll message me on Facebook and they'll say, Steve, you told me this would sell and it didn't sell. What's going on, man? And I say, well, how long has it been listed? They said it's been listed for a week. And I said, I kind of giggled to myself, because they don't understand that clothing takes a while to sell. And that's cool. I mean, I was the same way when I first got started. I'd hear people talking about an item that would sell, and then I try to sell it. 3 days later, it didn't sell, and I'm like, oh, they're full of it. But it's just one of those things you got to realize, if you get your profit margins in line correctly and you're taking good pictures and you got your business model, you know, directed at the place you want to go, if everything's in line to your goals and what you're trying to accomplish, I mean, if you're just willing to wait, it'll happen. So you just got to be patient. All right, Fat Albert in the house. Catherine Haviland, how do you ship your blazers and suits? A few different ways. It depends. If it's international, usually in a box or a poly bag, first class. If I'm shipping domestically, it could be anywhere from a legal flat rate envelope to a medium flat rate to a zone A or a zone B box to a large flat rate if it's a big suit. It really depends. That's something I cover a lot in my new product that's coming out, Blazing Profits, probably within the next month or so. But I mean, I could talk about that for a long time. It really depends on the weight, the location, the size. And Vic, already stocking up on suits and blazers, waiting for your book, though, before I list. Delivery date for your book. Like I said, probably a month. The latest it's going to be is July 4th, but probably somewhere around there. I'm trying to just, you know, sharpen everything up and make sure everything, you know, is valuable and the content is delivered in a way that could really help you, because, honestly, that's really what it's all about. I mean, people ask me, I mean, you make the videos, you're doing these products, are you all about the money? Is that all you care about? Absolutely not. But I'm not going to lie. Of course I want to make some money. I mean, I'm a hustler. I'm a reseller just like you guys. But the key is to be adding value to people's lives. I mean, yes, I'm trying to make some money by selling these books. Of course I want to sell it. But really, at the end of the day, what I want to do is be able to give back and add value to people's lives. Because in order for someone to give you money or for you to spend money, there's got to be something exchanged. There's got to be some type of value. So that's my main goal. I want people to make money. And like I always say, when I first got started, there was so many people that helped me out to get me started. I mean, man, I used to work in the restaurant industries and all these crappy jobs, and I was so miserable. And I'm so grateful for what I could do now and all the different platforms I'm selling on, Amazon, eBay, Craigslist, writing books. I mean, I'm so grateful for everybody that I just want to keep giving back and giving back. So that's really what it's all about. All right, let's keep moving in this haul video. Here's the last sport coat I'm going to show you. Really nice item right here. Looks like it's 100% wool. 3-button style. The brand is... Oh, looks like I got some issues I missed here. I didn't even see that. Check this out, guys. A little stitching issue. Would you sell this? I would. I don't think anyone's going to go crazy about it. I mean, if you have any skills in sewing or whatnot, you could stitch it up quick, but if you ever find yourself, you buy something, you bring it home, and you're like, wow, I missed that, just disclose it in a listing. Take a picture. It's not a big deal. I'd rather have a little rip in the lining than maybe a big stain or maybe a horrible cigarette smell where you have to bring it to the dry cleaners. But yeah, just found a little flaw. Not a big deal, but whatever. The brand is Allen Flusser. Definitely a good brand. This is vintage. At least it looks like it's older than 20 years old. Fully lined, nice item. Dual vent. Probably shoot for maybe 50 or 60 bucks. Only paid $3.50. All right, got a few more items to show you, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm losing my voice, and I got to drop some packages off at the post office. This is a yard sale find that I found from last week at that. Found it at that church sale, along with the purse, with the pressure cooker, and some video games as well. These are Timberland boots, really nice. Take a look at the bottoms. I mean, just excellent condition. $2. Haven't really looked them up, but I don't see why I couldn't get 25 for them. Pick these up as well at the church sale. It's always good to pick these types of things up for when Halloween comes around. These are some costumes, $1 each, as you can see. G.I. Joe, brand new, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow. Pretty cool, brand new. We'll see what happens, but $1 each, maybe 20 bucks each down the road. And, excuse me, found this there as well. A nice thermos. Really strong metal. What did I pay for this? Oh, the sticker's on my hand. 50 cents. These things go for like 15 to 25 bucks, but I'll probably keep it, but we'll see. It's always good to have a thermos in the house. And the last item I want to show you is a nice pair of shoes that I'm going to be selling for my mother. She gave them to me. She said, Steve, could you sell them? Keep the money. I'll end up giving her the money, but keep your eye out for these types of things. New Balance shoes, really nice. Looks like she didn't even wear them that much. The model number is, I don't know. There's some around here. I don't know, but these are wide, 4 wide, I think, or D. I don't know. I don't know a lot about shoes, but these are wide. Just really nice. Free. We'll see what happens. Maybe 40 or 50 bucks. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live hangout. Hopefully I did okay. Like I said, I'm not the best public speaker, but you know, I'm just trying to give you guys some value, some cool content. Let me go into the comments one last time to see if anyone else stopped by, shout them out, and then I'm going to head out of here. Thanks for all the likes, guys. 28 likes. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So it sounds like you guys like these videos. Maybe I'll try to talk to some people to see if they want to come on. If you want to do a live hangout, anybody watching, let me know. We could do a haul video together and show some stuff off, or we could just chit-chat or whatever. It's all good. Brent Ott in the house. What's happening, Steve? Caught you live. Hey, man, what is going on? Seems like things are going well with you. Been checking out your page once in a while with the, what's the word I'm looking for? The vintage stuff, the antiques, the, what's it called? The booth. You've got the booth you're selling in. I'm actually looking at getting one as well, antique booth. So keep up the good work. Cool Toads in the house. What is happening, dude? Brent Ott, Steve has made me tons of money. The restaurant industry, don't mind the nightmare days, yeah. Working in a restaurant definitely has its pros and cons. The one good thing about working in the restaurant industry, pretty girl, Businessman Bandit, give me a shout out, mate, to help me get a few more subscribers from your friend in Ireland. What is happening? If you guys aren't subscribed to Businessman Bandit, definitely check him out. He's got some cool reselling information for you. Let's see, Rush Limbaugh ties. Cool, cool, cool. I have a Tommy Hilfiger tie, DJ Castelli. I have a Tommy Hilfiger tie, bought one still an amateur. I'm trying to pay someone to take it. Yeah. Man, I still remember when I was new, and there was no 101 killer clothing brands. There was nobody really making videos. There was a few of them. Autumn, she was making them. Trying to think who else was making clothing videos back then. I don't even remember. There wasn't when I first got started. You want to know what I had? I had eBay, the sold listings, and the completed listings. That's what I had. But yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. Bought a lot of. I remember the first like 3 months that I was hitting up thrift stores looking for clothes. There was literally one brand I was looking for. Everything else was just up in the air. You want to know what that one brand? There was 2 brands I was looking for. Pendleton and the Territory Ahead. I would literally go through a thrift store. I wouldn't even look at the pants, the blazers, sport coat suits. I wouldn't look at that. I wouldn't look at the polo shirts. I'd go right through the dress shirts, and I'd be looking for Territory Ahead or Pendleton. If I didn't find it, bye. Store. Trading Profits just released a new book. Shout out to him. I think it's The Clothing Mastery. Definitely check that out. But so many resources out there now if you want to make money selling clothes. Trying to scroll down these comments. I wish the comments were a little easier to read on YouTube. I think there's a way that I could look into the Google comments. I'm just not sure how to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just going through the comments, shouting some people out last minute. Mad Main, how are ya? Mad Main. If you guys aren't subscribed to her, check her out. I mean, talk about one of the nicest person. She's one of the nicest people I've ever met. She is just a sweetheart. Her content is A+. I mean, she's a genuine person. Just gives a lot of value in her videos. And man, subscribe to Mad Main if you haven't already. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. Katiana's Treasures. Oh, would you consider trying to introduce more women's clothes? Yeah, I don't do a lot of women's clothing, to be honest with you. The only times I really sell women's clothing is when I bring it home and realize it's a woman's clothing piece, just based on the buttons or where the zipper's located. But that's something that I don't really mess around with a lot. Check out Susan A. Wells. She's got some good content that she's been putting out on YouTube lately, and she sells a lot of women's clothing. So yeah, that's one of those areas where, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. I honestly don't know, if it's easy to sell women's clothing. I don't sell women's clothing. I don't know much about it, but I'm sure there's opportunities just like everything. Alex A., yeah, I moved to Las Vegas yesterday looking for some apartments so I could start picking. Man, congratulations on the move. Let me know. Hit me up. Let me know how things are going over there once you get situated, and curious to see what the prices are looking like in Las Vegas. Chris Morgan, been a blast watching your content. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate how approachable you have been with my questions on Facebook. Going to head out and spend some time with the family. Yeah, no problem, Chris. I mean, if you guys ever want to get in touch, hit me up on Facebook at Rake and Profit. I try to answer the questions as best as I can, but I've just been really busy lately with a lot of things, so I try to go in at least for 20 minutes at night and answer some questions. So if I don't get to you, I apologize. Sometimes they just get backed way up, and I'm just like, I gotta just get to the questions that are up top. But yeah, I mean, Facebook, it's an awesome place, and I love answering the questions. I want to shout out as well Brian Baker. I was talking to him on Facebook a little while ago. He showed me a Jam's World pair of I think there were shorts that he sold. I'm not sure if it was shorts or a bathing suit, but he picked up a Jam's World new with tags, which is awesome. Brian Baker, and he was talking to me from the food truck. He was working on a food truck, so that's really cool. It's amazing. People all over the world are watching my videos, and sometimes it just blows my mind. It's like you put out these videos, and it's like I see all these comments, but you don't really realize that you guys we're all real people out there doing our thing, grinding, and it's amazing that I can put up a video and interact with you guys all over the world. It's absolutely amazing. So Brian Baker, nice talking to you. Mike Costa, anyone have any information on the brand Vineyard Vines men's shirts? I'll give you one piece of information. Buy it, because those things sell every single time. I've sold Vineyard Vines shorts, button front shirts. I've never sold a blazer, but they have them in blazers, t-shirts, sandals. I mean, just buy it, Mike. Vineyard Vines, it's one of those brands. Jacob Lamore, tell us about some of the weird clothing picks you've done. I'm not sure what you mean by weird, but I mean, I'll pick up any type of clothing. The weird stuff sells, like the weird territory ahead stuff, the Woolrich stuff, um, the Brooks Brothers with the Madras style. I mean, the weird is that's the thing I want to. That's what I want to see when it comes to clothing. I want the weird. I want the stuff that people are just like, why would you buy that? Like, no one would ever wear that. That's ugly. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's flamboyant. No one's ever gonna get that. Well, trust me, those things sell like crazy. All right. Well, seeing if there's any other comments. Tommy Heights, again, how do you choose what buying format you put each item on eBay, best offer or auction? It really depends on your business model. Personally, I like to do best buy it now with a best offer, 30 days. You kind of just set it and forget it. And I find that a lot of people like to buy it now versus auction when it comes to clothing. I feel like a lot of people, especially with my business model where I price things on the higher end, but I make sure to take good pictures and offer a lot of information in the listing. I find that my customer, and everybody has a different customer depending on how you're going about your business, but I feel that my customer is more higher end customer that's just concerned with, they want it now. And they don't want to bid, they don't want to wait, and I've just had a lot of success with the buy now with best offers. But if you want to, turn and burn, you want to sell your stuff quick, or maybe it hasn't been working out for you, buy it now, because we're all different. Some things don't work for one another. Try auction, try buy it now. Just switch things up. Don't listen to what I have to say. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't listen to what Johnny Boy has to say over there or Heather has to say over there. Don't listen to what everyone has to say. I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but try things out yourself and see what works for you. That's really key. You never really know what's going to work unless you try it. All right, so it looks like that's it for the comments. 120 Dank, what's up, Steve? Watching live from Michigan. Love your videos and your clothing guide. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. But yeah, thanks again for watching, you guys. I got to head out of here, bring these packages to the post office. And I'm actually part of a softball team where it's nothing serious, but I got a game at 7:30 tonight in a few hours, so got to get ready for that. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. If you ever want to get in touch with me with a question, find me on Facebook at Rake and Profit. If you want your question answered super quick by me or the Bonafide Hustler or the College Picker or seasoned veterans, if you want to call it that, check out Facebook on The Green Room. That's a paid subscription-based Facebook group that we run, and just a lot of content over there, BOLO items. We write articles every single week, exclusive videos, discounts on products that we drop, and a lot more over there. But the key over there is you could get answers from us super quick because we're in there multiple times during the day. And it's not just eBay in there or Amazon or Etsy. It's pretty much everything. So that's the beauty with that. And it's a paid subscription-based Facebook group. So as you know, when people pay for things, they utilize it a lot more. They're a lot more serious about it. And even if you don't join the Green Room, check out some other Facebook groups out there. I mean, there's a lot of really good groups out there. So definitely get a part of it. It's one of those things that you need to be doing to make more money. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Blazing Profits will be coming out soon. If you want to learn more about clothing, check out my latest clothing guide. It's not that late anymore. It's about 3 months old. 101 killer clothing brands. I've got 101 brands in there that it's not just a list of items. It actually will go down each item from 1 to 101. It'll show you the brand name. It'll show you the picture of the tag. It'll tell you what to buy. Because just like with any brand, there's certain things that you want to buy. It'll tell you what to avoid. It'll give you a risk factor. It'll consider sell-through rates. And it'll also have a jackpot item in there. For example, like with Ralph Lauren Polo, an example of a jackpot item would be anything that has a purple label. So yeah, just a lot of information in there. Definitely good for the newbie, but even if you're an intermediate or an advanced, I guarantee there's some items in there that you haven't picked up that can make you some money, and it's an investment, Just like anything in life, if you want to, get better and you want to improve, you're going to have to educate yourself one way or another. So, do you need the book, 101 Killer Clothing Brands? Absolutely not. Could it help you a lot and fast track your success? For sure, I can guarantee that. So, either way, if you don't want to buy the book, get onto those completed listings, those sold listings. Do your homework every day. Hit the thrift stores often. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Watch the videos, read the articles, and you know, just keep your eyes on the prize, and you're going to be okay. So with those final words, thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.